Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Alien vs. Predator arcade game Warrior Predator action figure from NECA Toys. That is right, my friends. I am continuing my look at the awesome action figures based on the incredibly cool Alien vs. Predator arcade game. So let's dive right in and check out the Warrior Predator. As you can see, he comes on that window box packaging that we've seen with the other Alien vs. Predator figures so far. The window fully showcases our action figure within, has a very cool arcade background behind the figure, and when you flip it around to the other side, you've got an image of the figure with like the health bars up above it, has almost a character select screen look to it. Very cool packaging. I love what NECA does with a lot of their video game stuff. So let's get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look at him. So if you're familiar with the Predators from NECA Toys already, you already know this, but the figure does stand right around the 8-inch mark. So if we bring in Dutch, for example, from the same video game series, you could see how much bigger the Predators are than the humans, which is exactly as it should be. So very cool stuff with the scale of the figure here. So what NECA's been doing with these figures is giving them interesting paint deco that kind of recaptures that more pixelated look of the arcade game, and they've done this for a lot of their video game releases in the past. So that's what's going on here, but the actual sculpted details are still very good and very intricate, like movie quality sculpts. It's a really cool mashup that NECA's done, and I've always loved what they've done with a lot of their past video game figures, and you can see that same level of quality here. So very detailed sculpts. You can see kind of like the netting look on the skin there of the torso, great details in the armor and everything. However, the way the armor is painted has like these kind of shadows going on with these various shades of gray that gives it that more pixelated video game look. It works out really well for the Predators because they're not overly pixelated, they're not overly like, you know, graphic looking, but it works out really well. It still gives them more of a video gamey look. They've got like a flat paint deco there to make them look like something out of a video game screenshot, and I like it. I think it works really good, and I do love the overall look of our Warrior Predator here. So why don't we go ahead and dive in and take a look at the articulation so you guys can see how it functions with this figure here. So the head is jointed so that it can look up, down, left, and right. Nice ball joint up here at the top of the neck. You've got a little bit of hindrance because the dreads on the figure are going to run into the little shoulder cannon. It's pretty normal, pretty typical. If you've had any of NECA's Predator figures in the past, you know exactly what you're getting here. He does have the little mounted shoulder cannon, which can articulate there, so that's very nice. Also, it's attached really well on this figure. If you saw my review of the Hunter Predator, you know I had some issues with that. So it's much better here on this one. You do have shoulders that can go outwards, though they're very, very tight on this one here. He's not got a lot of movement, especially with the extra armor up on his left shoulder. They do still go forwards and backwards decent. I just popped the shoulder cannon off because of that. You can just actually slide that back on. Then you got swivels there as well. I do love the very pliable cables seen at the shoulder attached to the armor. See how it kind of stretches with the articulation? So that's very nice. Same thing with this cable here. You've got nice double joints at the elbows, so you got a good range of motion, and this doesn't get in the way at all, which is very, very nice. You can also swivel there at the gauntlet, which is very, very cool. I think this opens up. Yep, there we go, just like that. You can actually open up the gauntlet, though it is unpainted. The computer inside is not painted, but it can still open up, which is very nice. You can swivel the wrist, and you even have hinge joints on the wrist there. You can move the torso around just like so. You can also rotate at the waist. It looks like that is ball jointed, so it kind of swivels around, mostly side to side, but you can kind of roll it around there as well. I actually just popped the shoulder cannon off again. He does have the claws that are sticking out on the right forearm. They are not retractable on this figure. He does have the ball-like hinges at the thighs, so legs can go outwards, forwards, backwards slightly hindered by the loincloth that he's wearing there. But it is worth noting that they're much better placed on this figure. Again, if you saw my Hunter Predator review already, you know I had some weird QC issues with the ball joints at the hips, so they're much better on the Warrior here. Nice double joints at the knees, which are hidden by the sculpt of the pads there on the knees, which I really, really love. There's no swivels or anything in the shins there. However, the ankles are ball jointed, so you can actually rotate the feet all the way around. They swivel left and right. They got good rocking there, kind of swiveling side to side. So all in all, there's some really good articulation, and it's very tight on this figure, so it works out very, very good. He's a very cool looking toy. He comes with 2 accessories. First of all, I mean, he's straight out of a video game. He's got to be helping Dutch and Lynn blast those aliens, so he comes with this Space Marine issued blaster rifle here. It's the kind of one that we saw with figures like Ripley, which is really cool to see kind of like Ripley's cannon here with a Predator. So it is sized a little different since it's meant more for humans than Predators. However, you can get them to hold on to it quite nicely, and that way you can have them blasting some of that alien scum, which is very cool. Fight those xenomorphs. Really cool stuff. Now, if you would rather have them hold on to a more Predator accurate weapon, he does also come with a staff, very similar to what we've seen with other Predator figures there. It's in like this tan like color, and he can hold on to that in his hand as well. And there you go, my friends. That's pretty much gonna do it for our Warrior Predator figure. All in all, I really like this one. I think he's a great solid figure. Everything's great on this guy as far as QC goes. Joints are tight, they're very stable. He feels like a nice solid figure, and I love the paint deco on this guy, that great video game look. He fits in great if you put all 4 of our heroes together with Dutch and Lynn and the Hunter Predator and the Warrior Predator. These are, of course, your selectable characters if you play the Alien vs. Predator game, so they can go blasting against the xenomorphs. So a lot of fun stuff. And we got some cool xenomorphs to talk about in this line too, so stay tuned. I'll definitely be talking about those as well. These guys are hitting store shelves right now at places like Target in the NECA section, if your Target has one of those back in electronics, or you can pick it up online at stores like BigBadToyStore.com. So happy hunting, my friends! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.